I'm 34% Ireland. Oh my god, my dad's gonna be shocked because he says we're Scottish. Hey guys, Barbara here. I'm very excited today because finally the results of my Ancestry DNA has come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the email right now. It came back 2 hours ago, but I had to go get ready to do this video. I'm not gonna do a lot of palabra like what I see other people do when they get their results, because that's stupid. So let's go to see my results. Okay, where do I find it? Okay. All right, so let's see. It says ethnicity estimate. So you think that's what it is? View your genetic ancestry. Let's see. Okay, 62% Europe, Joe. 62% Europe.
How much?
6 and a 2. I am 62% European, and it's Ireland 34%, Scandinavia 8%, and Europe West is 8%. I'm gonna have to open up that to see what that is. And 23%. I was arguing with somebody that I'm gonna be at least 27% African. It says Nigeria. All right, so we're gonna open that up too. Let's see. It says primarily in Nigeria. Okay, so Native American, only 15%. I was hoping for 25. Okay, so I'm going to go investigate this some more, and then I'm going to start back up the camera again, and we're going to dissect. But I had to just open it to see what it says to tell you guys, because I've been waiting for this thing for like 8 weeks. I sent it in like the 28th or 27th of February. It wasn't until like March the 9th, thereabouts, they told me that they received it. It only goes to Sandy, Utah, right here from California. April the 12th, they told me that it was in the lab being processed. And now today is April the 24th, and the thing finally came through. So 8 solid weeks. It felt like 80 weeks, okay? So let me go open this up, then I'm going to go find pictures, and I'm going to tell the story of where I think all these things came from, or all these people came from. I am so glad that I took a break and read through the thing more thoroughly, because now I understand more of the breakdown. But before I get into this, I want you guys to take a look at a clip that I did last week telling you guys what I thought I was, okay? As I'm recording this segment, I did not receive my Ancestry DNA results yet. It's Monday, April 17, 2017. It's the day after Easter, so happy Easter Monday. Now, because I'm originally from Belize, and my parents were, and some of their parents before them, and so on and so on, I decided to go to Google and check out what Google says is the cultural makeup of Belize nowadays. Not yesteryear, but nowadays. So it says 30% of the population are called Creoles. My mom always told me that I'm a Creole, so I'm going to go with that, all right? It says Creoles are English and African black, so I think that's going to give me my European side and also my African side. Now, the other cultures in Belize are Mestizo, 44%, and Mestizo people are Spanish and Maya. Garifuna makes up 7% of the population, and that's African blacks and Indian, according to Google. Maya is 11%, and it says Quechua, Mopan, and Yucatec Maya. And then East Indians only make up 2.1% of the population. And then other is American, Arabian, Lebanese, and British. All right? I don't think I'm going to come up with 50% of anything. You know, I'm not going to come up with 50% European or 50% African. But I think it'll still be a high percentage. So I'm going to go with, let's say, 40. So 40% European, 40% African. I know it's not going to turn out to be exactly like that. But I did it that way because that gives us 80%. So what is the other 20% going to be? And that's the excitement for me, okay? Because it can be anything. And whatever it turns out to be, I'm going to be happy. Now, anything that's going to be 1 and 2%, I don't know if I'm going to put much stock in it, okay? So if it comes back 2%, you know, Native American, or 1% Lebanese, let's pick one off of here, I'm not going to count it. But I think anything above 4 or 5%, I'm going to count. Does that make sense? So now, having said all of that, I have a really rare enzyme deficiency in my blood, and I've done a lot of studies on it, and I know that a lot of, you know, white people get it, a lot of Inuits and Eskimos get it. I also know that a lot of Persian Jews and Iraqi people get it. So, come on, you guys. Where did that thing come from? Mom and dad both had the mutated gene, and then they put together and gave it to me. So there's something in there hidden 40% of each. I was really hoping, huh? I was hoping to be at least 27%, 27 to 30% African, but I'll take the 23% that I came up with, okay? The reason that I was putting the numbers there is because I saw on my dad's side of the family how his dad and all those ancestors came from like Scotland. I'm like, am I going to come up with a lot African? Because then the African comes, of course, from his mom's side. And then even on my mom's side, my mom's grandpa, Mr. Lord, they said he was a black man. So I don't have any pictures of him. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab all this to try to make up this African. And look, guys, I only came up with 23% African. And I opened all the little tabs now to read it better. 15% is from Nigeria. And then they have low confidence region, which is like small percentages, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Remember I told you guys I wasn't going to count that, but I'll read it to you guys anyways. It's 2% Southeastern, Africa Southeastern it's saying, and then 2% Cameroon/Congo, and 2% Mali, 1% Benin/Togo, and 1% African North. So I think that's all West Africa, isn't it? And then Europe, Ireland, 34%. I am so glad I hovered over that because I called my dad screaming with laughter, telling him that someone was lying because he always told me that his dad came from Scotland. And then mommy always told me that her great grandpa came from Cardiff, Wales. We call him Cardiff, Wales grandpa because we don't even know his name. In the picture right here that I'm going to show you guys, he looks really, really tan, but he lived in the Keys in Belize. So he got super, super tan. So I found out that they're not lying because when I hovered over the thing, it says primarily located in Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. So they were telling the truth, guys. And then it says I'm Scandinavia, 8%. It says primarily from Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And then Europe West is 8%, primarily located in Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Liechtenstein. I hope I said it right. It has another section that says low confidence region, and it says 5% from the Iberian Peninsula. I think that's like Portugal and Spain, right? So that would be, Joe, that would be my mom's grandma. My mom always said her grandma, Amy Bell Pache, P-A-C-H-E or Pache, came from Spain. So I guess she was lying on that. And then 4% Italy and Greece, 2% Great Britain, and 1% Europe East. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. And then Native American, 15%. It says primarily located in North America, Central America, and South America. So I really want to go read more about the Native people. It also says on the bottom here, African Caribbeans, connections very likely. That makes sense because I'm from Belize. I'm from the Caribbean. And so a lot of the ancestors were slaves and went from Africa to the Caribbean area, you know, Jamaica, all those areas. And that's where we ended up. So I wonder if I'm Arawak or anything like that. It doesn't say. And you guys, where did that deficiency come from? You know, it's saying that with the Native American, some parts of it was in Alaska. And so I'm wondering if it's from the Inuits. Maybe that's where that blood deficiency came from, the enzyme deficiency that I have. This is so cool. I am so glad that I did this. For the longest time, I didn't want to do it because, you know, mom and dad always pretty much told us where we're from and it didn't interest me. And then I decided to go ahead and do this. And I waited the 8 weeks. Oh my goodness, 8 weeks never felt so long. And it came back and it did not disappoint. I am really, really pleased with these results. And I'm glad that I was able to share it with you guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put up my little family tree that I was building while I was waiting in the 8 weeks. I'm going to show you Daddy's side of the family. I don't have a lot of pictures of Daddy's people though. I have a picture, of course, of Daddy and his dad and his mom. And that's about it. The rest of it, I don't have any pictures. But on mom's side, I have pictures going up all the way to mom's great grandma and great grandpa. And there was a little bit of a story in there too that you guys are going to find quite interesting. So that's going to finish out this video. I want to thank you guys as usual for watching, for liking, for sharing. Please share this video for me. Please share this video. I really am so happy with the results of this test, and I really want, you know, a lot of people to share in this. And now I'm going to go look up all my cousins because I saw one of my cousins that live in Hawaii that she's in this thing that they showed her as a cousin. So look guys, I had no Asian in me. I thought I was going to have some type of Asian in me. No Asian at all. So anyways, thanks guys. Take a look at the stories that I'm going to tell at the end with my ancestors and the pictures I'm going to show. All right. I'll talk with you guys soon. This is my dad's side of the family. My dad, of course, is the one on the bottom, Denfield McNabb. To the left of him is his dad, John McNabb Jr., and then his father is John McNabb Sr., and the mom is Emma Cole. On the right-hand side is Kathleen Vernon, which is my dad's mom, and then her ancestors go up the tree here, but we don't have any pictures of them, so I have nothing to show. This is my mom's side. My mom's in the center, Rosalie Adele Gomez. Her dad on the left is Maurice Louis Gomez. His dad was Guadalupe Gomez, and I'm told he looked exactly like my grandpa. His mom was Adele, and she came from the Cardiff Wells grandpa and the native-looking grandma. So this is the whole tree. Then my mom's mom is Effie Marie Lord. Her dad was Edward Lord. I'm told that he was a black man, and her mom was Amy Bell Pache or Pache that supposedly came from Spain. So then let's move into some more pictures. Well, this is the whole tree. This is the whole tree on both sides, dad's side and mom's side. And I wish I had more pictures of dad's side. This is dad's, dad and mom, mom's mom and dad. And these are my parents, and with their parents to either side of them. And then this is me, of course, with my parents, and this was a younger picture. This is a more recent picture, like 4 years old or so, dad and mom. This is me and my mom when she came to the show. And then my mom a few months before she passed. And then this is my entire family, my siblings, 1 sister and 2 brothers, mom and dad. And this is me at age 18. So then now let's get into the story, all right? So this is me on the bottom. That's my dad right here to the left. And then this is my mom. So let's deal with my mom's side of the family. So her dad, of course, his parents was Guadalupe Gomez and the mom was Adele, like I said earlier. Adele came from these parents right here, the native-looking grandma and the Cardiff Wells grandpa. So then that's my mom's dad's side of the family. So now take a look at this side. Adele had a sister. Well, she had a lot of siblings, but this sister is the one that matters. Adriana. Adriana was married to Edward Lord, and they had 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl. Edward, Eldridge, Ned, John, and Eileen. And so then Adriana died. I don't know what age, but I guess pretty young. And so Mr. Edward remarried Amy Bell Pache and had 4 kids, Roy, Godwin, my grandma, and my Aunt Grace. So now, later on, all right, so my grandpa, Mr. Gomez, got married to my grandma Marie, and he got married to his cousin's sibling. See, you see that right there? So he wasn't related to Marie, he was related to her siblings. So this was always a little interesting topic of conversation in our household because I didn't quite get it when I was younger. So these people are not just cousins to my mom, they're also aunt and uncles. Then these are aunts and uncle, of course. So my grandfather was cousins to these people here who were siblings to my grandma. You guys get it? A little bit of chisme, huh? And it all leads back to these great-grandparents. I think this is amazing. I'm so glad I got to share this information with you guys. Please go ahead and share the video, and thanks for watching.